Back at Medina, the world's #1 player, Tiger Woods, was gunning for his 5th victory of the year. His round thus far consisted of 3 birdies and 3 bogeys until this tee shot at 17. From 206 yards away to 5 feet away. And with this putt, Tiger moved into red numbers for the first time all day. Then at 18, he gave himself a chance for a birdie close. The putt was 20 feet long, and Tiger hit it 19 feet, 12 inches. No one knows how to thrill the crowds like Tiger Woods, and he seemed pretty happy with that performance himself. Was on the prowl as well. He had birdied the first, he had birdied the second, and after this putt, he had birdied the third, a string of 5 in a row going back to Thursday's close. It cooled off after his 3 birdie beginning, but he made the torturous 12th look almost easy with a mammoth drive and then this beautifully judged approach. A birdie chance while the conditions were still dry. 7 under for Tiger Woods. With the end of the day came the return of wet weather, and Tiger saw some of the worst of it. But he managed the conditions and himself well, and closed with 6 straight pars for a hard-earned 67 and a total of 137, 7 under par after 36 holes.
2 shots back, and right now all the attention is going to be on the final pairing. Right now I'm going to be 1 pairing ahead with probably Lee, I think, and we'll have a good time out there. But I think right now, as the way it shapes up, they got a lot of heat on them. They're leading the tournament, and especially Jay. Right now I'm right where I need to be, right there in striking distance.
Gained no ground through the first 4 holes, but at the par 5 fifth, he gave himself a putt for eagle. The eagle wasn't to be, but the birdie took him into second. Hard man to keep pace with, especially when he gets his short game going. And that is just what happened with Tiger at the 6th. He was now tied for the lead. In the week, Tiger said his low-scoring stretch would be from holes 5 through 10. On Saturday, he showed what he meant, as that pitch set up his 3rd birdie in a row. And Tiger found 13 a bit unlucky. He thought this tee shot was right on the stick, and so did the gallery. But they were wrong. Still, the ball wasn't wet, and Tiger wedged it close. He had made putts of this length all week until Saturday at 13. 5/14, Tiger was in the sand in 2. But it was the kind of shot that a tour pro can knock in the hole. And he came that close. The birdie took Tiger to 11 under. Green, Tiger wasn't home free. He left himself a 3-footer to remain 11 under. But except for that miss back at 13, his putting stroke had been solid all week. In fact, for several weeks. And this one was never in doubt. On this day, he had outplayed his pairing partner, Lee Westwood, and most of the field.
I expect to win. I love the challenge. I love being there. If you don't like the challenge, there's no sense in even playing. And I love it, just being in the lead or near the lead. And back 9 on Sunday is where you want to be.
Gentlemen, please welcome the 1:20 starting time. From Windermere, Florida, Tiger Woods.
Not be good enough to beat Tiger Woods, not when he was hitting the ball like this. and not when he was putting the ball like this. Vintage Tiger. And suddenly he was 12 under with his birdie at the second. Slouch from the sand either. And this was his third at the par 5 hole. The birdie at the 5th moved him to 13 under. At number 7, Tiger hit a shot that perhaps only Tiger can hit.
I had 237 to the front, and I had to strike the ball left of the left bunker off a downhill lie and somehow get it airborne and cut it. I hit it hard and knew that I could somehow get it in the air. It should be able to get there. It came off perfect, and it floated all the way to the front edge of the green and rolled on.
That was 588 yards in 2 shots. No wonder par 5s are easy prey for Tiger. The eagle putt left him a mere tap-in for another birdie, and he'd raised the bar now to 14 under. Tiger had failed to birdie the par 5 10th, but at 11, he combined a perfect read and a perfect stroke to move to 15 under par. The leader was about to make a rare mistake. A pulled iron shot that would leave Tiger needing a 6-footer to save par. This time, he didn't convert. Pumping, Tiger chose a 6-iron and hit it nearly 220 yards into some of the worst rough on the golf course. His next shot did not enhance his prospects. A double bogey 5 would go on his card, and now Garcia was only 1 stroke back. Toughest hole of the championship, and Tiger was not exempt from its perils. After a well-positioned 3-iron off the tee, he hit a dangerously underclubbed 8-iron that would lead to a bogey. The margin had returned to just 1 stroke. Delicate up and down to save par. And now he faced the longest 7-footer of the week. This would be the defining putt of the championship. A courageous par for Tiger that would allow him to take a 1-stroke lead to the 72nd hole. Tiger needed just 1 more par. And he played the hole like a champion, with a drive to the center of the fairway and an iron to the heart of the green. It had been a long and difficult day for both players in the final pairing, and they would take different mementos home from Medina. Tiger would leave with the satisfaction of a hard-fought, down-to-the-wire victory.
Well, just make sure, just don't run it by the hole. You don't want a 4-footer coming back. So if you leave it short, that's okay. And I left it about 8 inches short and just tapped it in. Even though I smiled, I was kind of embarrassed I left it short. But in fact, I just need 2 putts, just get it in the clubhouse, 2 putts, and I will have a victory.
Victory in the 81st PGA Championship. Mother Tita was greenside. Challengers, friends, and family were there to salute a most worthy champion.
Our members who work hard to make golf a better game, I'm pleased to present you with the Wanamaker Trophy as a 1999 PGA champion.
The fact that it was the best field in the history of golf speaks volumes. And luckily to come out on top the way I did, I feel more proud of this than I would have, just because of the depth of the field. The greatest players in the world. I was able to outlast them, to hold off a young 19-year-old kid, Sergio Garcia, to be able to hold him off. It just feels so good. I can't really tell you how good it feels because I don't think words can justify the feeling I have inside of me.